Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So we're going to be making a prop today, which is going to be salt and pepper shakers. I mean, they're going to be the same kind of style, so we're just going to make one and then duplicate kind of thing. So this is going to be one of those projects where you can just kind of leave this prop on a table or something like that if you're making a game, or maybe you're just making something else, I don't know. So let's go ahead and make this salt and pepper shaker thing. So let's go ahead and delete the default cube, and we're going to go and add a circle. I'm just going to go ahead and scale this up just slightly, and we're going to go to edit mode. Let's press F for fill, and what we're going to do is go to the side view, which is 1. We go E for extrude, scale outwards, and then E for extrude, just give it that nice little bump. And what we're going to do is just make some ridges just up at the side here. So E for extrude, leave it where it is, scale inwards, and then we'll go E for extrude, bring this up, and then E for extrude, scale this outwards, and then E for extrude, bring this up, and just scale in as such. And then we're going to go ahead and scale in again. And at this point we're just going to make kind of like a nice little shaker to use for various things. So let's go ahead and just pull this out. S for scale, E for extrude, and then just use center scroll to go up and down. Oops. Let's go outwards with that one. And then I'm just going to start coming back in, just ever so slightly. Just make this a nice little ridge just at the top here, and then just slowly bring this back out, just to come back to where we need it. Just going to scale this outwards. And what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and just round this off real quick. So maybe we could just leave it like this. So now this is the base of our little pepper and salt shaker. Let's go to object mode. We'll go to add. Let's go with UV sphere. Press G, bring this up. Scale it. And then we're going to go S and just squish it down. And then scale it up again. Might just scale that down just ever so slightly. Just press G to align it to where you need it to be. Or just a bit bigger. Say about there. And then we're going to go ahead and add, let's go with a cylinder. And this is going to be the top, so let's press G, bring this up. Scale this down. Press G, bring this down right here. And then we'll go to edit mode, take the top face right here. We'll press G, bring this down. E for extrude, scale outwards. E for extrude, scale outwards, E for extrude, scale outwards. And we'll just go ahead and make a little decoration on top for the shaker. Just as such. Okay, so once you've got something like this, let's shade all of these smooth. Right click, shade smooth. Click the object and then do it. So now we have this nice little shaker. We can go with the top piece right here. Let's go to Materials tab, New, and we'll go with a nice little silver. Nice little metallic silver. Turn down that roughness. And then for these pieces we can go with maybe like a black. And turn up the metallic. And turn down the roughness. And then for this piece at the bottom right here, just go down to the drop down and just find your metallic black that you've just made. and that should be the same tone as that one. If you haven't already, change this to from Eevee to Cycles in the render engine. I'm just going to go ahead and place a plane at the bottom so we can see this a little bit better. I think I might change this black right here to a brown. Let's go back to Materials tab and we'll change that to maybe a lighter kind of shade. You could have it as red if you wanted to. That's funky. Maybe we'll turn that roughness up just a little bit. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just add some more lighting in here because it's pretty dark. So let's press G. Move this across, move this up, and then pull the exposure a bit. And then we can change this to the opposite side as well. So you could add some texture onto these as well if you wanted to. Try to think what would look best. You could have a white shaker if you wanted to. Maybe like salt and then pepper as opposing side. So I'm just going to go ahead and just amend this at the base. Have that. Scale it out. Let's change the background to black. Actually, maybe, yeah, okay. Let's change the background to black. Let's go ahead and take the shake that we've got right here, all three pieces. Shift D. Move this across next to it. Let's press J, just move it across. So now we have two of these. And I'm going to take the texture on this one. Let's go ahead and change this to a different tone. So let's go to Materials tab, press minus, and then press New. We can go with, let's go with the black, kind of a grey colour. For this one, just go to that drop down menu right at the bottom there, find that grey. That should be the same grey. Let's minus this off. Is it this one? Yes, it's that one. Okay, so yeah, we've got our salt and pepper shakers here. I'm just going to go ahead and just place a second plane just above to kind of give it that nice little fade. And you should have something like this. I'm just going to go ahead and align the camera actually. So let's go for about there, maybe. View, let's align camera to view. Let's press G, bring that back, bring it up. Let's see. I'm just gonna place the end a little bit further down. And then we'll get some depth of field in here as well and select one of these. Turn that f-stop down. And we should have something like this. Just some basic salt and pepper shakers that you can use as props just for a background piece. Pretty unique compared to standard ones. So yeah, if you guys like the tutorial, please like, subscribe and all of that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.